Beneath the seemingly ordinary surface of grocery stores lies a sophisticated ecosystem of psychological manipulation that transforms shopping from a simple transaction into a meticulously engineered experience. What consumers perceive as a straightforward journey through aisles is actually an intricate behavioral design carefully crafted to influence purchasing decisions at every single moment. Retailers have developed an almost scientific approach to store layout, transforming physical spaces into complex systems that exploit human cognitive vulnerabilities and unconscious decision-making patterns. These environments aren't neutral spaces, but sophisticated behavioral laboratories where every color, texture, sound, and product placement is strategically calculated to guide shoppers towards specific economic outcomes. The most remarkable aspect of this design is its near-invisible nature. Consumers move through these spaces believing they're making independent choices, when in reality, they're being subtly shepherded by invisible psychological mechanisms. Understanding these strategies doesn't just reveal retail tactics. It exposes the profound ways commercial environments can shape human behavior without explicit awareness. The produce section serves as a perfect initial example of this psychological engineering. Positioned deliberately near store entrances, those vibrant fruits and vegetables function as more than just nutritional offerings. They operate as a psychological reset button, creating an immediate sensory impression of health and virtue. When shoppers first encounter fresh, colorful produce, they unconsciously feel virtuous and health-conscious, which paradoxically makes them more susceptible to indulging in less healthy impulse purchases later in their shopping journey. This initial sensory priming sets the stage for subsequent consumer behavior, creating a complex emotional landscape that retailers expertly navigate. The brilliance of this approach lies in its subtlety. Shoppers never realize they're being psychologically manipulated, believing their choices emerge from personal agency rather than carefully constructed environmental cues. Wide aisles near store entrances are another deliberate design element, creating a sense of abundance and possibility. These expansive spaces generate psychological openness, making consumers feel comfortable and unrestricted. As shoppers move deeper into the store, aisle width strategically narrows, subtly increasing psychological pressure and encouraging faster decision-making. This spatial manipulation mirrors psychological compression, guiding consumers through a carefully orchestrated emotional journey without their conscious recognition. Product placement represents perhaps the most nuanced aspect of retail psychology. Eye-level shelves are prime real estate, reserved exclusively for high-margin items with optimal profit potential. Lower shelves typically contain more affordable alternatives, while end-cap displays are meticulously designed to create compelling illusions of special deals. These displays trigger specific neurological reward centers, exploiting cognitive shortcuts that make certain products seem more attractive. Lighting and sound design further amplify this psychological manipulation. Warm, soft lighting makes food appear more appetizing, while slower tempo music encourages extended store browsing. These sensory elements transform shopping from a functional task into an immersive experience that maximizes consumer engagement and spending potential. Checkout areas represent the final frontier of retail psychological engineering. Impulse buy sections are stocked with small, instantly gratifying products designed to satisfy immediate reward impulses. These carefully curated displays target consumers' diminished willpower after navigating complex store environments, presenting low-cost temptations that are psychologically difficult to resist. By understanding these intricate strategies, consumers can develop a more conscious approach to shopping. Awareness becomes a powerful tool, allowing individuals to recognize and potentially counteract the sophisticated psychological mechanisms designed to influence their purchasing behaviors. The grocery store transforms from a mysterious landscape of manipulation into a transparent environment where informed consumers can make genuinely independent choices. Ultimately, this understanding represents more than just retail insight. It's a profound exploration of how commercial environments subtly shape human behavior, revealing the complex intersection between psychology, economics, and everyday consumer experiences. Have you ever wondered why you always spend more money at the grocery store than you planned? What if I told you that every single detail in that store is meticulously designed to manipulate your spending without you even realizing it? Welcome to the hidden world of retail psychology, where grocery stores are modern-day labyrinths engineered to extract maximum dollars from your wallet. These aren't just random layouts. They're sophisticated behavioral traps carefully constructed by retail strategists who understand human psychology far better than most consumers understand themselves. Let's start with the entrance, a seemingly innocuous space that's actually your first psychological trigger. Grocery stores intentionally design their entryways as sensory experiences that reset your emotional state. The first thing you encounter is typically fresh produce, vibrant colors, crisp vegetables, and glistening fruits strategically arranged to trigger positive psychological responses. These bright, appealing displays aren't accidental. They're carefully curated to make you feel optimistic and health-conscious, priming you for spending. Researchers call this the psychological reset, transforming you from a budget-conscious shopper to an emotionally receptive consumer within seconds. The produce section's strategic placement is no coincidence. By confronting you with fresh, wholesome items first, stores create a psychological health halo that makes subsequent less healthy choices feel more justifiable. You've already demonstrated virtue by choosing fresh vegetables, so your brain becomes more permissive about indulging later. This subtle cognitive trick transforms your shopping experience from a rational transaction into an emotional journey where rational budgeting takes a backseat to psychological manipulation. As you move deeper into the store, you'll encounter another fascinating psychological mechanism, the navigation by design strategy. Grocery stores are meticulously mapped to maximize what marketers call dwell time, the duration you spend inside the store. Essential items like milk and bread are strategically placed at opposite ends, forcing you to traverse multiple aisles. Each additional minute you spend inside increases the probability of impulse purchases by approximately 30%. It's not laziness or poor planning, it's calculated retail engineering. The placement of products follows intricate psychological principles that most shoppers never recognize. Eye-level shelves are prime real estate reserved for high-margin items with the most profitable markup. Cheaper alternatives are often positioned on lower or higher shelves, requiring more effort to locate. This subtle positioning psychology exploits human tendencies toward convenience and minimal physical exertion. Your brain naturally gravitates toward easily accessible items, which means you're more likely to select products that stores want you to purchase. Color psychology plays an equally significant role in this retail mind game. Warm colors like red and orange trigger excitement and impulse purchasing, while cool colors like blue suggest trustworthiness and calm. Packaging designers understand these nuanced psychological triggers, creating visual experiences that subconsciously influence your purchasing decisions. Even product sizes are strategically manipulated. Larger packaging creates an illusion of better value, even when the per unit price might be higher. Sound and music are additional sophisticated manipulation tools. Stores carefully curate background music to influence shopping behavior. Slower, more relaxed music encourages longer store visits and more deliberate shopping, while upbeat tempos can increase movement speed but paradoxically boost impulse purchases. Classical music near wine sections has been shown to increase premium wine sales, demonstrating how auditory cues can dramatically influence consumer behavior. The checkout area represents the final psychological battleground. Impulse purchase zones near registers are meticulously designed with low-cost, high-margin items positioned at eye level. Chocolate, magazines, and small gadgets are strategically placed to capture your attention during the final moments of your shopping journey. These aren't random placements, but calculated psychological triggers designed to extract additional revenue from tired, decision-fatigued shoppers. Neuroscientific research reveals that by the time you reach checkout, your decision-making capacity has been systematically eroded. Decision fatigue means you're more likely to make impulsive choices, having already navigated numerous psychological obstacles throughout the store. Retailers understand this cognitive vulnerability and exploit it with surgical precision. Understanding these mechanisms isn't about inducing paranoia, but empowering consumer awareness. By recognizing the sophisticated psychological strategies employed by